Yikes.
Okay, we have decided on what we're doing around the front door. We've adjusted the size of the front door. We actually raised it up a little bit higher here, and I can actually show you the inside here. So I basically just took out the cripples that were above the header and just pushed the header right up to the top. So we've got the two studs on either side holding this header up, and so yeah, so that's Catherine wanted it a little taller of an opening, so we've got that in, and we've adjusted the sides a bit on either side, and it's basically in line with this wall for the closet here. So anyways, long story short, we've now decided on what we're doing around here in terms of the stone. So we'll continue the stone across around, it'll hit the trim on the door there, and then above this we're also going to do stone all around here in the front porch area here. And so yeah, so what I've done is I started here by grinding out, making sure that this is all flat and level. I ran a bead of caulking along there, and now I've got the some more trim that I've bent, the aluminum here. That's basically this, and so it just finishes it off nicely. So I've got some more pieces bent, so we're going to install that along here, along the bottom edge. we'll use the zip tape, tape it up, and then we'll put the starter strip, and we will continue the stone around the front porch here. So that will all go down that way. So anyways, we're gonna get started here. Okay, we've got the starter strip complete, all of the metal flashing, zip tape done all along here as far as I could go here, and then my grinder died. It bit the biscuit, so I still have to clean here and around the edge there, but I'll do that later. I'll have to go get another grinder. But we've got it far enough that we can start here. Set up a couple of temporary trim boards. It's about an inch in from the frame. This way when we set the door, the trim piece will cover that nicely. And this way it'll allow us to bring the stone up to this point. So we'll have a nice straight edge, and then we can just slide the trim in there after. And so yeah, we're all set. Bob just brought a skid of the stone here. Catherine's laying it out here on the front porch. We got the tile saw set up right here. So yeah, we're ready to go here. So we're gonna get to it.
Look at that. Pretty good.
I think that'll work.
Good job.
Okay. I think that'll work. Huh?
I think so.
Maybe we do it right to the edge and then we can do another small piece. Huh?
Yep.
All right, we finished this wall here. I got the cap on. That's looking really good. Nice tight miter here. And so the plan, or what we're thinking, is this is the trim board that is going to go on before the siding here. And so what we're thinking is to continue the stone up around the front door here. So this wall here, where the door is, and then around the front porch area. So that's what we're thinking. We just don't know if we have enough stone yet. So what we'll do is we'll continue this around like we've done here around the front door. I had to make a little channel out of the starter strip in order to hold that on the door threshold here. So I think that's going to work good. And so what we'll do is we'll continue the stone down the front porch and turn the corner, and then hopefully at that point we'll have a better idea if we have enough stone to do what we're thinking. But anyway, so I went and got the grinder, so bought a new grinder. So here's the new one, the M18 fuel. I had the previous model. I think it was just a brushless one, but went with the fuel this time, so it seems pretty good. And so I finished grinding around the edge here, around the ledge. Catherine's just finishing up the zip tape here, and so I turned the corner, just cleaned up the edge here. We got the flashing going here, so that, and the starter strip, so it's looking good. As I say, Catherine's just finalizing the zip tape around the top edge of that flashing. But I need to bend some more aluminum for here, so we'll leave that for now. But it's all caulked and ready to go. Just need to bend some flashing there and then do that section. But really all we want to do is turn the corner here and continue straight along this wall here. So that's what we're going to do now. So we've finalized the details on the front door here. We figured out the size. We put some of the temporary trim pieces up here so that we could bring the stone up to it. We've got our transition underneath the front door up this other side. So this is all looking good on the front porch here. And so we continued along. We've added the cap here to make it consistent all the way around the building, and now we're continuing the stone above that. So for this front porch area, we're going to stone this wall around the front door and continue it on the front porch here around, and then it leads into the 3-season porch. We're finalizing the details on how high we want to bring the stone up for the 3-season porch area, and then there will be the door here. So this is basically a mock-up of how high we're thinking of bringing the stone. It'll have a small knee wall that we need to continue to frame in here, and then we can order the windows and the screened-in porch area. So yeah, this is looking great. We've got the stone cap all along here, and again using our temporary trim piece to keep a nice straight line for the stone to all terminate into. And so yeah, we're continuing around this corner here, and so again the stone will go all the way up to the ceiling here. We're not sure what we're doing on the ceiling yet, but anyways, we're thinking about it, tossing out ideas in terms of wood on the ceiling, whether we do aluminum. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see, but as we get up close, we'll make that decision and figure it out. So our trim, the LP trim, finally came. So we have that in the house now. So this is a 4-inch, well, they call it 4-inch. It measures 3.5. So this is the back side, but this is the finish. It's all black, so 3.5-inch. So we do need to break open some of that and cut it so that we can fit that around the window here. So that's going to go all around the window, 3.5-inch. And so I think we'll cut that, get that installed so that we can then continue the stone up here. So I think that's what we're gonna do next. All right, so I've cut the pieces we need for the window, 3 different sizes. I want the top piece of trim to go, here's a little drawing I drew up so I wouldn't make a mistake. So I want the top piece to go across the full length of the window. The 2 side legs will go all the way to the bottom, and then the last piece will fit in between those 2 side legs. And so what I've done is I've cut the 4 pieces of wood that we need, and then Catherine came up with the great idea to use the scaffolding as a makeshift table. So we put 3 of the platforms together on the bottom here, screwed a piece of plywood on, so we got a nice flat surface, because what we're going to do is use the Craig jig in order to create some pocket holes. Here's a little sample I mocked up based on scrap piece of the trim in order to dial in the Craig jig. And so you see you get a nice flat connection and a couple of pocket screws in the back here. So we've basically got this little assembly table so that we can drill the pocket screws and make the connection on a nice flat surface and not have to work on the ground. So we've got this set up, so we're going to assemble the first one. So Catherine painted the ends of the cuts. So LP sends a touch-up kit, and so a nice little applicator that basically used to seal the cut ends. So these are just drying now, and so we'll get to put the pocket screws in. I'll set them up on the Craig jig here, and we'll get going. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, grab the other one. Thank you. So these are the two side legs, and so these pocket holes will get screwed into the top piece of trim going across the top of the window. Okay, so there's that. Okay, and now the bottom piece. This is the bottom piece. It gets two screws from either side. So while I'm here, I'll put these in. Okay, so we'll do that after the bottom piece. Okay, push down. Don't move.
No,
Keep it
no.
even pressure.
Yep, yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
there we go. First one. Okay, line this up. Good. Push down. Okay, you good?
Oh,
What? What was that?
pinch my finger.
Okay, you good?
Yep. Paint's still wet.
The paint. Oh. Okay.
Where's the other one?
We've done the two top.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna turn it around, and we'll bring,
Oh,
this is the bottom piece, and
that
we'll
was
put.
my ask. Where's the
Oh.
other one?
Okay. Okay. Bring it up to the edge a bit more. Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're slightly different
Thicknesses?
thickness, yeah. So this is where if we push down on the front face, I think that'll get us a nice smooth on the front, and it might be slightly different on the back, but okay, so you want to come in on that side and push. I can hold this guy down. You push down there. I'm gonna get this. We gotta bring clamps next time. Okay, push down.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
This will get us for the first one, and just so we can finish the stone. And then when we do this for good for all the other windows, we'll bring the clamps and everything else. Okay.
Yep.
Are we lined up good on the bottom? Yeah. Bring it tight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Push down. Good.
Yep.
Okay, this one. There we go.
Ta-da! Window
Ta-da!
frame.
Just like that. All right.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay.
Let me,
Oh, look.
excuse me. Okay.
Well, we don't even have a. Oh, okay, never mind. We don't have a gun. But... Ooh, looky. Ta-da!
Yeah, looks good. So now we can just get it adjusted, make sure it's perfectly level in relation to the window, and then this will all get covered with caulking. That's why there's a gap. I left 3/16 of an inch. That way we've got a little bit of play up and down, left and right. Because this material does expand and contract a little bit. And so yeah, looks good.
Yep.
Right?
Awesome.
All right. And there we have it. The first set of trim around the window. I forgot to hit record on the camera when I was installing it, but anyway, there's the finished product. Catherine's just got the touch-up paint. There was a little bit of a chip on the one corner there, so she's going to touch that up. I pulled out the hose, the compressor, the nail gun. It requires a 2.5 inch nail, so we've got we had some left over from when we did the garage. So anyway, that's that, and so now we can continue the stone around here and yeah, go from there. So that looks pretty good there. This section of wall complete. Runs up to the trim here on this side, and then we had the temporary board that I just took off, and so that's a nice straight edge there. I put the temporary board over here, so we've got this nice and straight. Shot it with the laser, so that's going up, and then I put the other board here that represents the trim piece, the corner. We don't have it yet. This is the one that we cut off that we had for the garage. I don't know if it's the exact same size, so I'm just putting this temporarily here so that we can fill in the stone here. So this is the next wall we're doing, and this is just to the left of the front door, so we should be able to get this wall complete and go from there. So here we go. All right, just a little update here. So this window trim, we completed that today. Finished the stone on this section, and then over here on this wall by the front door here. So this section, well, we're not sure how much higher we're gonna go, so could go another 2 rows and then leave a gap for the ceiling. We're not sure what we're doing on the ceiling yet, so we're at least at the top of the door here for the stone. So yeah, it's looking great. So we've got the gap for the black trim just like around the window, so that'll go all around, and same on this side, the black trim. So yeah, it's looking great. So what we have left here around the front porch is this section of wall here, and then as we turn the corner and head to the 3-season porch here with the door here, so we have this section of wall here. So we'll try and get that done tomorrow. It's almost 7 o'clock, so time for some dinner. So we'll check in with you tomorrow. Just getting started on this side of the wall, and here's a nice day to be working undercover. It's raining here, and so yeah, just a nice spot to be undercover today. We've got the skid of stone here. I'll bring another skid with Bob in a little bit. We'll put it down here, but yeah, we've got this section of wall to do today, and it looks like it's going to be raining on and off all day, so perfect spot to be right now. So there we have it. This section is done. Well, at least up until we probably have 2 or 3 more rows to go up there, but we're going to hold off and see what we have in terms of material. This is all that we have left. So, and the fact that we still have to build up this wall, probably another 12 inches or so, and frame this in now that we've determined our height of the 3-season porch here. So originally we were thinking that the windows would go all the way to the floor, but after seeing it in person, I think it makes more sense to have it up about 12 inches or so, just so that, you know, a chair doesn't go into the window or somebody accidentally step into it, type of thing. So so anyways, we're going to frame this up about 12 inches and carry the stone around the outside of the 3-season porch. So we're going to use this material for that section, and then whatever we have left over we'll finish up top here. So anyways, time for some lunch, and then we'll get back to it. We have determined the height for the 3-season porch, and what we did was basically do 4 full rows of stone, and then our trim, the black trim piece that will be the bottom side of the window. And so now we can finish framing in this section. We left it short when we were framing it because we weren't sure what exactly we were doing here. Now that we've determined that, we can just fill in the blocking here, add some sheathing, and then we can finish the stone. So Catherine's just inside cutting the blocks, and I'm going to nail them in here, and then we'll get the sheathing on, and away we go.
You just pull the other side out completely.
Yeah. It's a little crooked. Okay. Tape measure there, please.
You okay?
Something on my...
Who is mowing their lawn?
Huh?
Someone's been mowing their lawn for like hours.
They got a big lawn to mow. Huh?
I don't see. Apparently.
storage is doing a really thorough job. No?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You here? I don't know. Hey, boo boo. Hey, boo boo. Huh?
I said burr.
Why, bird?
This is the
Nice.
sure.
Want to get some
I was
nails?
just gonna say, we have a double 2x6 right here. Already nailed together.
Yeah, and how crooked is it?
Pretty sure it's pretty crooked. Yep.
Alrighty.
Alrighty then. It's like a little bench.
Yeah. Just get the laser. We're gonna shoot it. By the front door, or is it on the sawhorses? By the tile saw.
Yeah.
You got nails?
Yes. The chair or. How are we gonna see that?
Hooking on right there. Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna need the clamp to push that in.
I don't know where you are doing it.
I don't know.
Take what you get.
I couldn't have brought a bigger clamp.
Oh yeah. Like the biggest one we have.
Orange one's probably in the basement. Okay, hold it. Okay, tilt it out. Tilt it out. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Pass that other piece. Holy cow. That's perfect. Alrighty, so we've finished the framing of the 3-season porch. We put the zip flashing tape, we put the aluminum metal around, did the starter strip, and carried the stone up to the same level as over there. So this is the final level. It'll go the black cap up here. We've left a space for our black wood trim to go around before we get the screen. So we just ordered the screens for here now that we know the finished size. And unfortunately we're all out of the metal clips that hold up the stone. So this is as far as we've been able to complete. At least we built up the corner here, kind of stepped it back a bit, and yeah, so we're waiting on the metal clips, and so yeah, we'll move on to something else in the meantime. I think maybe the soffit and fascia, so we'll see about that. But yeah, the stone's looking great. I like the little knee walls of the 3-season porch. That's going to give us, you know, a little insurance, you know, with those little knee walls, that somebody doesn't accidentally kick a screen or the window. So I think having those little knee walls are going to help prevent that. And yeah, I think overall it just looks great. So. There, that's the update for now. Waiting on more clips to finish the stone. So.